Is Star Wars Episode 9 going to be split into two parts? This rumor is sweeping the interwebs. We're breaking it all down. This is the Nerdy News Rundown. Let's get you filled in. I'm sure you can tell by the late upload that I'm having a Monday. So yes, there is a wild rumor circling online about Episode 9 being split up into a Part 1 and a Part 2, very similar to what they did with the last Harry Potter movie. Now I'm just going to say right off the bat, I hate this idea, but I've seen it so much online that I was like, well, I'm going to do my research, figure out where this is coming from. Is there any credence to this at all out there? And yeah, as far as merit and whether this theory has any, it doesn't. But it is interesting that so many people are asking this question, speculating that this could be a possibility. Now, from what I found in my research, this is all just coming from different forums like Reddit or 4chan or different YouTube videos where people are speculating about this, but there's literally no evidence to support that Lucasfilm is doing this at all. It kind of speaks to a weird problem that we are having right now in media where things are popular online, they start to gain traction, a lot of people searching for them, and then news outlets or journalists cover these things in order to get clicks on their articles, and it doesn't really matter to them whether or not that it has any truth to it. So like the amount of people that are like quoting Mike Zero videos, and once again, like I love you Mike Zero, but like dude, he's not a reliable source, you know what I mean? It's just, he's not. And so all of these outlets, they grab these videos that get all these views, and then they do an article and they cite a Mike Zero video as their source and evidence for this information. That's frankly crazy. But I will say this, I'll give some credit to ScreenRant.com. As I was going over my research, they at least put together a nice little article that explains that there's no truth to this rumor whatsoever. But let's follow this like train of thought just a little bit here. Why do people think that Episode 9 should be split up into two parts? Well, I think from what I've seen on these forums and in the comment section of videos, it is because people believe there's just way too much story to tell in one movie for Episode 9. Some of this has to do with, I think, some of the fear coming out of The Last Jedi, because even though there was a lot that happened in the narrative as far as the plot for the characters, it didn't really push things way past where they were in The Force Awakens. And so a lot of fans out there are really hoping to get a big meaty story, a lot of answers to different questions, and a lot of cool plot points in Episode 9. And the fear is that there's just not enough time in one movie to give us everything we need. And this fear has somehow manifested itself into people saying, yeah, well, they could just do two parts and that would solve all of our problems, but I'm here to tell you it will not. Not only do I think there's just no way that Lucasfilm is going to do this, but I think it would be an absolutely terrible idea. One of the main criticisms of Disney's Star Wars is that it is treating this brand as a cash grab, and it's just doing stuff to get more money from fans and not worrying about quality. Splitting up the final chapter in the Skywalker saga into two films feels exactly like that. It feels like a cash grab, and that is like super tone deaf if Disney does indeed do that. If they want to do a part 2 to Episode 9, that would be Episode 10, and I have no problem with them doing that and going even beyond the trilogy format and going into 10, 11, 12, or even just doing 10 to finish stuff off. That I am completely fine with. But as far as a trilogy goes, we do need endings, and I think we've got plenty of time in one movie, especially because there's going to be a time jump, there's going to be a lot of jumping around. I think we're going to focus on the central plot of Kylo and Rey, and we will get that figured out. What's happening with Kylo? What's happening with the Skywalkers? What role does Rey play in all of this? And is Rey the new holder of lineage for Star Wars moving forward? And so, you know, on this Monday show, I just wanted to talk about this crazy rumor that's out there, put it to bed, at least best that I can. Guys, it's not true. There's no evidence for this happening whatsoever. But that being said, I am very curious what everybody thinks about this. In fact, I put a poll up on the community tab here on YouTube earlier today, and I put up a poll on our Facebook. So if you're watching this on Facebook, go check out the poll we have on our page, and on YouTube, you'll see it on the community tab if you are a subscriber. Let us know what you think about this. Should Star Wars Episode 9 be split up into two parts? Is that the worst idea ever? Let us know in the comment section below. That's gonna do it for today's show. Oh man, this Monday is almost over. Thank the maker. As I always say, I hope you are having an awesome and nerdy day, and I will see you in the next video.